Hey everybody, it's Dan from the Outdoor Trade Show Network. It's Sunday night. It's time for We Care You Matter. I'm here with Duffy, and we're going to talk AquaView. And we got a lot. This is one of the better companies around when it comes to our ice season, well, really all season long. So Duffy is going to see you telling me your last name. It got me all screwed up. But we're going to talk about AquaView. We're going to talk about all the really nice, neat things that go along with AquaView. Duffy's going to explain stuff about the products, some of the new stuff going on. I've got my AquaView sitting up there. We'll talk about some things that go on with AquaView. I love AquaView. So this is fun tonight. So Duffy, go ahead and talk AquaView.
Well, it really is a great company for me to be associated with. But it goes back, the first ones were really on the shelves starting in 1997, designed and marketed by a guy by the name of Jeff Zernoff. And then, after a while, then the people at a company called Outdoor Insights, is located in central Minnesota, bought AquaView. And all I'm going to do tonight, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because that's just going to confuse people. It confused me. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. And as you're going, if you're watching this live, feel free to ask questions, and I'll stumble through it, and hopefully I'll be able to answer your question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a summary of all their up-to-date HD models and their micro series, and just kind of give you a quick idea of what they have. And if you're going to buy one, which that's up to you, if you're going to buy one, maybe that'll help you make a selection. And if you're not real familiar with AquaView, at least you're going to get your feet wet through doing this. All right, so we'll put that on. There's the logo for AquaView. Again, great company. They support me 100% in the things that I want to do. And it's important to know because people have this stereotype of the product already that it is only for ice fishing. And nothing could be further from the truth. Personally, I will be out on some of the local lakes around Madison before the season even opens. I've got my AquaView camera in the water, and I'm looking for first growth weeds. You spot about a foot of green weeds in the bottom of the lake. If it's in the right area, once the season opens, there are going to be some fish there. The other thing is, guys are now gimbal mounting them on their boat, and what you do is you see something on your sonar, and that's one thing. Now if you got the camera down there too, on the newer HD products, you can actually see what species of fish are down there. And this one shows you, here you've got the AquaView on the right, mounted right on that fancy boat, and then the sonar GPS over on the left-hand side. So you kind of have an all-encompassing thing right there. We'll go back to the early process. Is two of the people that got involved with using AquaViews early on to help them catch more fish were guys, you're going to recognize the name Roland Martin. He's becoming kind of an old fart now, but he's still around and doing things. Well. And for those of you that have a little age on you too, a guy by the name of Ted Capra was one of the first guys to put it to use for themselves. And then when it came to ice fishing, two names that stick out like a sore thumb are the grandfather of ice fishing, Dave Gens, and a guy by the name of Brian Brosdale. They're both using it, and both guys are very, very good at promoting the product, and they recognize the quality and the features that are built into the model that they use to help them catch more fish. AquaView, there's an important one. In fact, I have it written down here in red. AquaView has pioneered every technological enhancement which makes them the undisputed leader in the industry. Now, I'm not telling you got to buy one. You look at the other ones too and compare. Compare the features, compare how clear the picture is, compare the price. You make the choice. There's a lot of accessories. I'm not going to talk about accessories tonight, but there's a lot of accessories that you can use. You can even with the newer ones, they've got a camera with a fin on it that you actually control it, and you're looking back at your bait.
I know, I saw that. I was laughing. I was laughing when I saw, because usually we have to play with the cord. Usually you have to play with the cord.
Yeah.
You know, and
Well,
yeah.
now they make a battery powered one where you put your cord in it, and then you have a remote control, and it will go and it will direct it around for you.
They're going to have a submarine next. Wait, they're going to have their own little remote control submarine.
But tell them, I do some kid stuff on the ice. Tell them your story about the grandkids.
Well, I enjoy when you take kids along, and guys that go know this. You take kids along, they get bored real fast. To keep them interested in what you got going on, this thing works great because they love what. And if you got fish, they get right down and they got to watch. So, and the kids love the AquaView because the fish are there and they watch them. And then what I got is they holler, now. Well, you got to feel the fish first. So I get this, now. And it's, no, you got to wait for them to take it because they're watching and they see them, suck that in. And it's like, I got to feel the fish first. But
and I know I take my micro to a kid's ice fishing day. And I'll get that down in an area where there might be a bunch of 5 and 6 inch bluegills. But once you've got that on there, and of course that micro is not real big, they're looking over your shoulder and breathing in your ear and everything. They want to see that. I don't particularly need to see fish. I need to see transition areas and see where the weeds are growing. But we're going here, and I'm going to start going through the HD series. I want to show these pictures first.
Oh, they're nice.
These are taken directly off the HD cameras. And here's one where you actually have got that accessory on that where they are trolling that little spinnerbait and actually filming that going through the water. That is a pretty cool thing. Here we got a muskie coming up on things.
Yeah. We saw a giant northern one time. That thing, and all of a sudden, I thought it was going to take the camera.
This looks like a circus, but that's perch.
Yeah.
Going in there. And we've got beautiful picture crappies right there. Now, that water, to be very honest with you, is very, very clear.
Right.
But they still work very, very well in the murkier water or darker water.
They do.
And most of them have a built-in infrared light, which lights it up a lot better for you in those dingy situations.
The newer ones do.
Yes. The first one I'm going to talk about is the HD 7i. These are all second generation things. That gives you some of the specs on that. You've got the auto clear, you've got HDMI out, which means you can take that and whatever's showing on the screen, you can do that into a TV set. It's got high definition video. You've got your lighting we just talked about. There's a meter depth cable that comes with it.
Oh, I didn't know
So
that.
you know how deep you are. It's waterproof and heated. There's a 7-hour battery, and it comes with a charger and a bag. So that's the HD 7i. Then we're moving up the ladder a little bit, and we have the HD 7i Pro. Now that has got everything that the HD 7i has. In addition, it's got on-screen depth and direction, so you know how deep your camera is, and you know if it's pointed to the northwest or whatever. So it gives you a little better of idea of where the fish, if you see fish on there, well, are they over here or are they over here? That helps you out a little bit. And it's gives you the water temperature also, and you'll notice that as you go down the water column, most of the time, the water's a little bit warmer as you go down, and has a super bright LCD lights for that screen, so you really get high density pictures.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
That's pretty nice.
Unbelievable stuff. Then we're going to take it up another notch, and we're going to go to the HD 10i, and these also are Generation 2. Now, the HD 10i has everything that the HD 7i has, except the super bright LCDs. Let me correct that. It has everything that the 7i Pro has, except the super bright LCDs.
Okay.
If you want to get to the super bright LCDs, then we need to go.
You got that one. How about this one? That's the Pro.
That's the one we want.
That's the 71 Pro. You want the 10i Pro, right?
Yeah. There we go.
10i Pro.
Now we got the 10i Pro, which is top of the shelf and has everything that the 10i has, except it has high definition XD camera and a touch zoom. So you can zoom in like you do on your phone when you have a picture on your phone.
I saw
You
that.
want to make it bigger?
I saw it last year. I checked them all out at the show last year. I was like, oh man, this is nice stuff.
And that just brings up one thing. I know personally I'm going to be at the St. Paul show that first weekend in December, and then the second weekend in December, I'm going to be up at Duluth at the Arrowhead show. You want to come in and take them out and actually have one in your hands and manipulate it a little bit. That's a great opportunity for you to do it.
Yep.
A little harder to do in a store sometimes.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. That gives you an idea of, again, the good quality pictures.
Wow.
And now we're going to shift from the bigger, those HDs are somewhat on. This is a little bit older model. This is a 715C.
There we go.
But
Okay. Back there.
they're kind of on that, so it's a little less portable. I wanted more of a portable one. So now we're going to go to that micro series, and I'm going to talk about 3 different ones. We're going to start out with the simplest one, but again, very high quality, and it's called a Micro Stealth. It's a basic model. Put it on, you can adjust the contrast and everything a little bit. It's right there for you to see. The camera comes with it. You got to wind the cable around the back of the camera, which is a little bit of a pain, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute.
Well, I got a question. When did these come out? These have been out
These have been out a few years now.
a few years.
Yeah.
Because a lot of your tournament guys, this is the one that they use. They got these on their 4-wheelers, these micros.
They have one of the micros, yeah. Maybe a guy that's got an older one might have this Micro Stealth on.
Or which one is it that I see?
Maybe
Oh, that's the one that I see the guys in a tournament with.
this is the top level
Okay.
micro.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
the one.
This is the one that I have, the Revolution 5.0, and I'll tell you what, this is a dandy. It has IR lighting. It's got a lithium-ion battery, metered cable, portable Revolution spool, high-resolution LCD image. It also has a built-in DVR.
No
I
way.
really like that.
I didn't know that.
For guys from my club, for example, when I go out in the spring or I'm out late in the fall and checking things out before we have ice, and then I take those little short videos, I edit them a little bit on my computer at home, and I take that and put that on the Facebook page for the Yahara Fishing Club. It works out really, really well.
Oh, nice.
Now, the one in between is, I got 2 of the wrong ones here. There's also, there's a
that.
Micro Revolution 5.0, and the one I just got
There's the
done
Pro.
talking about is the Pro. This one does not have a built-in DVR, but again,
So
very,
the Pro
very high
does. So the
quality.
Pro does.
Yes.
Okay.
And kind of gives you an idea there of some of the stuff that you get on the screen with the Pro. Now, again, the parent company is Outdoor Insights in central Minnesota, and they bought Aquaview in 2009.
Oh, okay.
And
It's been 10 years now.
people, now you get done talking about all this stuff, then people are going to say, at least in their mind, well, where can I get one? Well, you can go there, and it's also available. I mean, you name them. The big stores all have them.
Yeah.
The Cabela's, the
Yep.
Bass Pro, the whole shot, and the smaller ones do too.
Yeah.
And they
of
may
people.
not have the selection that the big stores do, but they'll sell them too.
Go to the
Or-
website
go
or
to
talk
the
or talk
shows.
to the find out. Yeah. Talk to Aquaview. They'll put you in the right direction.
So that's the thing to go. Aquaview.com goes through everything that you want to know and a lot more than I went through. You'll be able to see all the accessories. You can access videos on there, and it's really kind of cool.
Yeah. They do a nice job. They got a nice website. Everything about Aquaview is nice.
Yes.
Here, we'll go back to this. Everything they do is nice. They always have been. Ever since I've seen Aquaview, everything about them has always been really good. They do a good job. They really do.
They
do a
do,
good job.
and the people at work for Aquaview, I've been very, very impressed with them. They treat me very, very well. So I'm very happy to do some stuff to help promote their products.
Okay. Can I share my story?
Sure.
Okay. So I want to let everybody know that once in a while, I'll ice fish with a group of guys that take ice fishing real serious. They don't. Ice fishing to them, we're here to catch fish. We're not here to play around and screw around. So, and they're younger guys. And the deal is we hit the sloughs. We'll hit some of the river sloughs, and they don't have time to mess around. So you being young, one guy starts drilling holes. And what they do is they will take, sometimes they'll go down one side, come back the other. Sometimes they'll go down the middle of a slough, and they just drill holes. They just drill holes. And then that guy gets tired, the next guy walks up and he drills holes. And they'll walk and walk and walk and drill holes. And then they'll have another guy, he cleans up enough, he scrapes enough out. Or the newer ones now, you can get a lot of ice out of the hole. They get them, these guys are so good they don't. And they walk along with a camera and they just keep walking. And the guy puts the camera down, and as soon as he finds fish, we got fish. The driller guys come back, they drill holes, and they pound them.
We start
They
shallow.
don't mess around. They pound
Early in
them.
the morning, we start shallow, and we'll go in. We'll work out to
Oh, they don't mess
sometimes out
around.
to 40
These guys
feet.
don't mess around. They don't have time. They pound holes, and they put that camera. And I told you that one day. We found perch stacked up, about 3 feet of perch stacked up.
Yeah.
And, oh, man, did we pound the perch. We all went out of there with pails full of perch that day. But we could have fished and fished and fished, and we never would have found those perch.
Yeah.
You know, they were in a pretty small. We found some weeds that were a couple feet high to it, and they were stacked. Perch were stacked in those weeds.
And that just shows you
and
that
we wouldn't have found them without that camera.
that's one way, all the various uses for these underwater cameras to go from hole to hole, dropping that in. Oh, no fish there. Get up to the next one.
Oh,
Go
these guys
down the
don't waste
line.
time. They don't screw around.
You can have them on your boat.
Yeah.
You can have them on the ice.
And the other thing I've always thought about this is suspended crappies. You got these guys, you're okay, so now you're going by, well, let's go back to this. So you're going by and you got your sonar, and you see a ball on there, or you see a school of fish.
Yeah.
You could float back by, and you know if you got one of these better ones, where you could drop that camera down to see what you're floating through.
That's right, for the walleye guys, so they're not fishing for those sheephead all the
Yes,
time.
that's what I was just thinking of the same thing. Is you can see on your locator, but it's not going to show you what the Aquaview will.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you can go through, and let's say you're in 30 feet of water and you see fish at 12 or 14 feet. You know there's probably crappies. You can come back through or float back through or drop this down and see if it's a school of crappies that you're
And
going
the thing you can do is you can take your camera, and the cameras normally are facing straight ahead.
Right.
But I'm looking for transition areas a lot. A transition from mud to gravel is a good one. And then there's a way to rig it up where instead of it facing this way now, I'm going to take and I'm going to face it straight down. And
okay.
And then
So you'd have to tie something on the back.
Oh, there's on the micro that I've got. There's actually a thing on there where you can do
right
that
here.
real easy. Yep.
So actually you could tie, and I see, okay, so there you go, right? Oh, there we go, right there.
So you're down, and that can be valuable. And then also you might have it down in about 4 feet of water looking straight down in 10 feet of water, so you're not putting that camera down into a great big school of fish, but you can see all those fish down there. So that downward view can be very valuable.
I got a question, because what I do with the kids, I go about 6 feet away, 4 feet away, and I got another hole, like 3. I guess my question I have, and I never asked this question, I just thought of it, is how far should you drill your hole for your camera away from your fishing hole? What do you usually do?
I'm usually maybe 4 feet.
Okay, I was 4, 5, 6 feet. Well, you're in your little shanty, so you go over here and you drill a hole and you get it rigged up so it's pointing back at your base.
Drill your hole with a jiffy, by the way.
With a jiffy, yes, you drill a hole with your jiffy. But I'm just asking is you don't want to put it right next to your hole. You know, you don't want to put it right smack next to it. I try to go
not
3,
right
4,
next to
5
it.
feet away.
Because a lot of times you want to maybe see more than one jig with a couple of spikes on it.
Right.
You'll see this jig and then you'll see the other jig over here.
Right. Right.
So that's it. Multiple uses,
oh god, yeah.
high quality. Battery life is excellent at this point. The technology has come so far that anybody that spends
I get
a fair
almost all
amount
day
of
out
time,
of that. I pretty much get all day. You know, and this one records, so I can record
right?
what's on there
Like
too.
I said, I'll record some things and then I'll take them and edit it a little bit, and I take it and put it on the Yarrow Fishing Club Facebook page so guys get an idea of. People think that on a certain point that the weeds quit growing at about maybe 10, 12 feet. Well, there's places where I disagree with that because I'll go out there and you're down 16
Well, with the
feet.
clarity of the water now, we got weeds a lot deeper than what we had years ago. You know, there's weeds in spots now that there were
on certain bodies
there
of
wasn't
water,
weeds years
yeah,
before.
the Madison Lakes, less weeds this year. All
Okay.
right,
We done?
we are done.
Did we do our duty?
I
Let's
hope we
do
did a
this
good job.
here. Let's do that. That's aquaview.com for people are looking for more information or they're looking for the website to go to.
Right.
I think the world of this company. They always enjoy. They're the nicest people when you go in the booth and talk to them. Always at the shows.
And then
there's
if
so-
you go
they-
to the
they-
shows, sometimes they're going to have reduced prices on some of the models.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go
Yeah.
to some of these shows, make sure you check that out.
Right. Or find out because they're just good people. They really do a good job. It's just nice. Everything that they do is nice. With that, I'm trying to look at. Are we done? Did we cover our bases there, Duffy?
We're done, and hopefully we did a good job.
Well, if we did come back, we'll try again. You know what I mean? We can keep doing this till we get it right. So, with that, we're going to say goodnight, everybody.
Adios.
Thanks, everybody.